And here's part two. I'm sorry, guys. I had a phone call, but what I was going to say is they know how to pick them. And what ends up happening is they pick someone's daughter, maybe yours, because you just groomed your daughter to be beautiful and love things. And you bought her baby dolls and you taught her how to be compassionate and empathetic to other people's feelings. You hurt mommy's feelings when you did that. You took that boy's toy. You say, I'm sorry. You hurt his feelings. His parents worked really, really hard so that he could have nice things, and you just came and took it. Do you know what it feels like to take things? Well, here, let me take your favorite baby doll. Now, how do you feel? And then at that time of correction, you felt broken. You felt violated. You felt devastated, even at times, right? So now you know feelings. You know how it feels on both sides of the table. So, you take those times where people wouldn't give you a chance and you think, all this man needs is a chance. This man needs a hug. This man needs, how come nobody? Rule number one, if they family ain't fucking with him, and this goes for man or woman, even if you're just trying to be friends with a chick and you realize they ain't got no friends and they family ain't fucking with them, trust me, you want to run for your life, because there's a reason why they're gravitating to you so fast and holding on so tight, because you don't know them, so you believe in them, or you feel sorry for them, or you want to help them. And that happens a lot with these men as well as these women, especially if they're like, they've been on the street, they've been living a street life. They tend to, burn bridges. And they don't really plan on coming back. And they don't give a fuck about your feelings, because they be on to the next bridge. But anyways, you take Junior in. He's down and out. And you feel out. One time I was dating this one guy. And he was out here from East St. Louis. And it was so nice to me. And it was so memorable. And I was not used to that because, in California, there are a lot of men that does. It was raining. I was trying to get my windshield blades put on. He took his time in the rain to put my windshield blades on for me. And we became friends. And before I knew it, we became close. And then next thing you know, we were dating. And I began to hear stories about, I grew up in the projects. I did this. Now listen to this story. Me and my brother were in foster care. And it was this one lady. She was older. She loved us. But we was just too much for her. She was an older lady. She loved us. She did everything she could. But we were too much for her. So she had to give us back to foster care. And I was just like, wow. Not thinking about anything else, but wow, as a child, I would be devastated to finally find a home to lay in. And a person that loves me and truly wants to see me succeed in life and be taken care of. And boom, I get sent back because I made a mistake, or I just was not properly disciplined, and I don't know anything. I didn't know any home training. So anyways, what ended up happening was we dated. And I gave him everything. I taught him everything. He was kind of country, Think Nelly, St. Lunatics. He was that. I don't know. I wasn't even fat back then. I just saw a broken man that was nice and needed a chance, and I filled out all kind of job applications because this is the time where you fill out applications. Yes, and got him 2 jobs. He started working 2 jobs. I took him shopping for interviews. I took him to Nordstrom. I took him to Macy's. I bought him slacks and a black shirt, and he looked tailored. He looked like money. I got his hair cut at Millennium Barbershop, okay? On Crenshaw. Like, this is like early 2000s. I'm just grooming this nigga because you know what I'm saying? I believe in him. I felt like he was a nice guy. He just needed a chance. He's out here in LA. And, he just needed a fresh start, and he just needed to be directed, like, on which path to go on. And I believed in him as a man that he would make, good decisions from then on. Honey, in the beginning, it was wonderful. But in hindsight, I look back and I say, of course it was wonderful. I mean, it would be wonderful for me if somebody took me and set me up with some decent income coming in and took me shopping and let me drive the car and pick them up in their own car after work. It would be great. Of course it's great. And then he started feeling himself. And the real him came out. And he started meeting women in the mall. Because he worked at a very prominent clothing store. I want to say it was a high-end women's clothing store. That every girl with a piece of change would go in to shop in. And he would meet women. And yeah, girl, you look good in that. Yeah, you should get that. He was well-groomed. And he was funny. And women, they love charm. And before I know it, I started dating women. I'm getting calls from my friends that he's walking around the mall, hand in hand with bitches. One time he took my car and didn't even come home. And I called over and over again. And he wouldn't answer the phone. And I called where he was staying. At the time, he was staying at his aunt's house. How he sleep? I said, go wake him up right now then. And they would just leave me a hole because he wasn't there, okay? And he went and got a room in my car with another girl, okay? And finally, he pops up at 1 o'clock. He left me over at my mom's house. I spent the night at my mom's house. Not at my house, at my mom's house, and took my car. Didn't come back, didn't even show up till 1 in the afternoon. He didn't even think, hey, let me knock on the door, let me call her cell phone. No, he sits outside my mother's house and blows his horn over and over again because he couldn't face even knocking on my door because he was afraid of my mom. And I got in the car and I just started cursing him out and crying and asking him what he was doing, where he had been. And long story short, because I'm not going to drag this out, is we drive to my apartment and he gets out the car. The car is clean. He gotten it washed inside and out. But the compartment between the seats had 2 movie tickets stubs. He took some bitch to the movies in my car. And I was devastated. And here it was that I felt like here was just a man who was down on his luck, who really, really liked me and really wanted to do for me. And he would if he could. But he needed income. I hooked him up with income. I did everything I thought a black woman should do for her black king, right? And at the end of the day, I don't know. The heaviness of that turned me into something else. Um, a lot of his clothes, a lot of the things that I purchased him were at my house in my closet. And I just got a knife and went crazy. I ripped everything up. And he says, I want to come and get my stuff. He calls my phone. Says, because he knew it was over. I want to come and get my stuff. I said, your stuff? I said, you need to leave this relationship with everything you came in this relationship with. So, after I finished cutting up everything, every brand new Timberland, every slacks, shirts, everything, polo, I bought it all. Because I wanted my man to match my fly. I was fucking fly. You understand what I'm saying? I had my own apartment. I was a manager at a very prestigious shoe store. And he was just nice enough to take the time and mannerable enough to look out for me. So I called myself looking out for him. And once he got his shit together, he did him. And that's fine. You could do you, but you ain't about to do you with everything that I bought you. You got 2 jobs now. You buy that shit. Long story short, I put everything in a Nordstrom bag and I gave it back to him. Ripped up, cut up. But I folded it up real nice and I handed it to him. And he called me. What is this? He couldn't believe it. He was going crazy. And I said, you came in this relationship with nothing and you will leave with nothing. So I want to let you know that he knew how to pick them. There's an energy, you know, there's a sense of familiarity. I'm sure he's had women to spoil him before. I got to spoil in his eyes and I took on the heaviness. I cried. I was not used to sleep. It had gotten so crazy. I wasn't even used to sleeping alone without him. That was like my first real living boyfriend. Heartbreak. And there, I mean, you know, I just vowed to myself never again. That I was never ever going to do that again. And I'm saying all of that to say, listen, you need to listen to these men. You need to ask questions. What is your relationship with your mother, your grandma? What's your relationship with your sister? What's your relationship with your baby mama? What was your relationship with your ex? How did that end? You need to really, really listen to the stories that he tells and everything because he's going to eventually exhale and be himself. And before you know it, you're going to sense that this person has brought heaviness to his mother, his grandmother, his ex-girlfriend, his baby's mother, to his sister. You're going to come to a conclusion, if you listen, that, you know what, this ain't for me. And if you love yourself and you have hope and esteeming yourself, you're going to walk away and you're going to be glad you did. You know why? Because in a year or two later, you're going to see him running down somebody else and it won't be your story. So, you know, I'm saying all of this to take heed. So, you know, take heed and make better decisions for yourself. And I know how it is because I love a handsome man. And it was hard to walk away from guys that were very handsome. that I felt matched my fly, that recognized, they recognized who I was, but not enough for them to change their ways, okay? And I had to walk away and just believe that, there's something better for me. And sometimes it took months. Sometimes it would take a whole year before I would find someone else that I was liking or crazy about. But it happened. I would move forward. But yeah, this quarantine shit is crazy. Um, since well, I have been heavy, but when you drink more and you're already heavy and you eat more, I started to, just certain things would be less attractive about me. Case in point, snoring at night. Oh, yeah, your girl could snore at night because I'm heavier, okay? And I would drink alcohol and eat shit and lay down and go to sleep and snore to a point where it was like, girl, this is unattractive. So what I've done is I stopped drinking. I'm drinking more water. And I purchased, this anti-snore device. It's like nose clip anti-snore device. And what it does, it looks like one of those earrings that you put in your nose. You just open it and you put it here. Just like that. And for some reason, I don't snore. Like, I have to say that it really works, you guys. Like, I don't snore, and I know that I've been doing my part as far as not drinking, changing my diet, because a lot of that is phlegm and mucus developing. And you just find yourself snoring so loud, like waking your own damn self up, okay? And yeah, this little device here, I sleep better. I sleep through the night. I am not sponsored by these people, but I do want to let you know, like, it's one thing to be big, or chubby, but when your ass gets out of hand, it comes with problems. You know what I'm saying? When your booty is just like so big, like you gotta take time to, like, extra time on your hygiene, okay? Um, you snore. You can't fit shit like you used to. Your clothes don't lay the same. You take pictures and video, and you look at yourself and you say, God damn, is that me? People treat you different. They don't really respect, you know what I'm saying, you if you're like into a slappy fat. And some people don't even respect you even if you're kind of big, okay? You damn near gotta be like rich and about your money, and then they'll just respect your money, so they'll treat you nice. So know that they're not really respecting you. It's your money, is what you have to bring to them. But no, you won't be invited to the party or out with the girls for drinks. When you go get your hair done, you can be as nice as you want to be. But if they don't like a big bitch, they just don't like you. You know, if you don't match their fly and they look like this and you look like that, even if you're nice, they'll show you love just enough to get your money, and they'll be like, and they'll judge you. I'm saying all of that to say, it's inevitable that you're going to be judged everywhere you go, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how nice you are. But it is truly up to you to take life by the horns and just direct your own path. You know, if you don't want to be big no more, you got to make a conscious decision to do something about it. I know that it's been hard for me, but I've made the decision that I'm going to go hard Monday through Saturday. And on Sunday will be my cheat day. And that way I'm not depriving myself. Because when you deprive yourself, you set yourself up to fail. Because you're going to cheat. So that's usually the goal. And if you have a taste of something, you know, you just write it down. You eat it in moderation. Like, I'm not going to eat like a whole bucket of chicken and a whole pizza or something like that. But, you know, you eat everything in moderation come Sunday. And then I chose Sunday because it's usually family dinner, or you usually eat something slightly heavier on Sundays, whether it's a heavier breakfast or a heavier dinner. But going hard, making my smoothie in the morning, making my salad, which is pretty much my heaviest meal of the day, in the afternoon. I don't pow salad dressing. I cut it with lemon. When you cut it with lemon, it stretches it a lot better. And you get the taste all the way through, and you just go ahead and mix your salad in and some fresh ground pepper, and it's amazing. And then, like, for dinner tonight, I might have like a chicken breast, you know, with some broccoli. I have some broccoli and string beans mixed from Trader Joe's. Amazing. Comes in the frozen food section. You throw a little lemon, a little bit of pepper on there, and garlic and onion powder. You're good. And that's dinner. No carbs, you know what I mean? And, you know, with that and training at the park, we'll see. And I'll keep you guys posted. I have time. And in wrapping this video up, I just want to say, you guys, live in the now. Live in the now. This ain't no time to be holding grudges. If you ain't been talking to your mom or your parent or your sibling, reach out to them, because it's a lot happening and people are just leaving this earth left and right. And the big tragedy is you can't even have a funeral, a regular funeral. A friend of mine passed away. They had a drive-through. You had to sit in your car and they go by 5 people to go inside and come right out. You couldn't congregate, you couldn't hold, you couldn't console nobody. You had to wear a mask. And it just really, really lets you know the state of emergency that we're in right now. And you need to live in the now and value those that are in the living right along with you. And be happy. Be happy for the breaths that you take. Be happy, because God is going to work this out. I've been reading my Proverbs every day. It's 31 books or chapters, and it's usually 31 days in a month. I've been reading. Every day I'm learning something new. This is a book about wisdom. It's all about wisdom. Gain some wisdom. Read a book. Turn off the TV. Get your meditation on. Live in the now. Eat right. Drink more water. Speak good things. I witnessed, I won't say where, but I witnessed a place where one young lady was putting her family down so bad in front of everybody else and just going for the jugular. And from what I understand, you know, they get into it all the time like that. But people are just leaving this earth, and that's not healthy. It's not all right to tear your family down because of what they don't have, and telling them what you have and what they ain't got. It's just not cool. You know, the power of the tongue is life or death. You have to watch everything that you say. Use your tongue to edify somebody and build them up. Look at them and examine the places that are whole, the places that are inspiring, and tell them, hey, sis, I really, really like the way you put yourself together. I love the perfume that you wear. You always have great taste in perfume. You know what? I saw that you were reading that book and I read a little bit of it. It inspired me, to go out and see what it was all about. And I read it for myself and have a full discussion on what both of you read or got from a book. I mean, like, there's other ways to communicate and not tear each other down, not get together and talk about other people and tear them down. You know, we need to really just join in love, because the people outside of us don't give a damn about us. They don't care if we live or die. Anyways, I've been very long-winded today. I'm your girl, Nikki St. Clair. Remember what I said? Live in the now, and I will talk to you later. Peace.